Fun with ZuniToon. Hey kids! Learn ABCs with friends. Let's learn about the letter A. Hi everyone. I'm an apple, and I start with A. Hello. I'm an ant, and I start with A. Hi there. I'm an airplane, and I start with A as well. Let's learn about the letter B. Hi there. I'm a banana, and I start with B. Buzz, buzz. I'm a bee, and I also start with B. Hello. I'm a bear, and I start with B too. Let's learn about the letter C. Hi. I'm a cherry, and I start with C. Vroom, vroom. I'm a car, and I start with C too. Meow. I'm a cat, and I also start with C. Let's learn about the letter D. Woof, woof. I'm a dog, and I start with D. Quack, quack. I'm a duck, and I start with D too. Hi. I'm a doll, and I also start with D. Let's learn about the letter E. Quack, quack. I'm an egg, and I start with E. Screech. I'm an eagle, and I start with E too. Hi. I'm an elephant, and I also start with E. Let's learn about the letter F. Ribbit, ribbit. I'm a frog, and I start with F. Blub, blub. I'm a fish, and I start with F too. Yip, yip. I'm a fox, and I also start with F. Let's learn about the letter G. Pop, pop. I'm a grapes, and I start with G. Strum, strum. I'm a guitar, and I start with G too. BAA, BAA. I'm a goat, and I also start with G. Let's learn about the letter H. Nap, nap. I'm a house, and I start with H. Whir, whir. I'm a helicopter, and I start with H too. Neigh, neigh. I'm a horse, and I also start with H. Let's learn about the letter I. Scoop, scoop. I'm ice cream, and I start with I. Whoosh. I'm an iron, and I start with I too. Shiver, shiver. I'm an igloo, and I also start with I. Let's learn about the letter J. Splash, splash. I'm a jellyfish, and I start with J. Vroom, vroom. I'm a jeep, and I start with J too. Roar. I'm a jaguar, and I also start with J. Let's learn about the letter K. Whoosh, whoosh. I'm a kite, and I start with K. Click, click. I'm a key, and I start with K too. Boing, boing. I'm a kangaroo, and I also start with K. Let's learn about the letter L. Squeeze, squeeze. I'm a lemon, and I start with L. Rustle, rustle. I'm a leaf, and I start with L too. Roar. Let's learn about the letter M. Slurp, slurp. I'm a mango, and I start with M. Squeak, squeak. I'm a mouse, and I start with M too. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. I'm a monkey, and I also start with M. Let's learn about the letter N. Slurp, slurp. I'm noodles, and I start with N. Flip, flip. I'm a notebook, and I start with N too. Swoosh, swoosh. I'm a ninja, and I also start with N. Let's learn about the letter O. Squeeze, squeeze. I'm an orange, and I start with O. Hoo, hoo. I'm an owl, and I start with O too. Swish, swish. I'm an octopus, and I also start with O. Let's learn about the letter P. Ga, ga. I'm a pumpkin, and I start with P. Waddle, waddle. I'm a penguin, and I start with P too. Woof, woof. I'm a poppy, and I also start with P. Let's learn about the letter Q. Cartier. I'm a queen, and I start with Q. Peep, peep. I'm a quail, and I start with Q too. Wah, wah. I'm a quadcopter, and I also start with Q. Let's learn about the letter A. Thump, thump. I'm a rabbit, and I start with R. Whoosh, whoosh. I'm a rocket, and I start with R2. Shimmer, shimmer. I'm a rainbow, and I also start with R. Let's learn about the letter S. Shine, shine. I'm the sun, and I start with S. Squish, squish. I'm a strawberry, and I start with S2. Hiss, hiss. I'm a snake, and I also start with S. Let's learn about the letter T. Clink, clink. I'm a turtle, and I start with T. Rustle, rustle. I'm a tree, and I start with T2. Roar. I'm a tiger, and I also start with T. Let's learn about the letter U. Snap, snap. I'm a uniform, and I start with U. Whoosh, whoosh. I'm an umbrella, and I start with U2. Beep, beep. I'm a UFO, and I also start with U. Let's learn about the letter V. Crunch, crunch. I'm a vegetable, and I start with V. V-room, V-room. I'm a van, and I start with V2. Clink, clink. I'm a vase, and I also start with V. Let's learn about the letter W. Slurp, slurp. I'm a watermelon, and I start with W. Splash, splash. I'm a whale, and I start with W2. Howl, howl. I'm a wolf, and I also start with W. Let's learn about the letter X. Beep, beep. I'm an X-ray, and I start with X. Tin, tin. I'm a xylophone, and I start with X2. Bubble, bubble. I'm an X-ray fish, and I also start with X. Let's learn about the letter Y. Squish, squish. I'm yolk, and I start with Y. Swell, swell. I'm yogurt, and I start with Y2. Stretch, stretch. I'm yoga, and I also start with Y. Let's learn about the letter Z. Zip, zip. I'm a zipper, and I start with Z. Grumble, grumble. I'm a zombie, and I start with Z2. Neigh, neigh. I'm a zebra, and I also start with Z. Thanks for learning with us today. We had so much fun. See you next time, bye bye.